So this demo happens the beginning of the game, and there's actually a cinematic at the beginning, sort of a carriage race, carriage battle. Keep in mind that this is actually going to be fully playable in the game, although it's just a cinematic for this demo. Ezio is pretty banged up, so he's going to need to rely on his brains rather than his brawn.
Do you understand me? Nothing gets through.
Leandros! Hey!
Well, well. Look what crawled out of its hole to die. He's at death's door. Finish him off. Bring me his head, or throw yourselves into the canyon.
That's Leandros. Leandros is a Templar captain. He has one of the keys. You're going to need to track him down and assassinate him so you can get the key back. Now, even though this demo is a little bit more based on stealth, we really wanted to start it off with a fight.
Now!
Now what you're seeing are some of the improvements we've made to combat. More fluid, more finishing moves, and we have strategically placed slow motions to really, increase immersion during the gameplay. As you can see, we've done quite a few improvements to the original engine. Like one of the things that you're seeing there is volumetric 3D fog. First time in an Assassin's Creed game. We redid all the effects. The water itself, the shader of the water is redone. You can actually get the glint of the moon in the water. But we also worked a lot on characters. Still as badass as ever. We worked a lot on characters, the skin, the cloth, and everything to bring it to the next level. Now you might notice the camera is a bit slanted. This is sort of a subjective way that we use to really represent the fact that he's wounded. But subjective cameras are really something that we've tried integrating a lot into the game. You'll see a couple of them here. Like it really increases the cinematic value and increases immersion.
This used to be so easy.
Now, Ezio is older in this game, but he is wiser and he is more powerful. Like one of the improvements that you have in previous games is Eagle Vision has become Eagle Sense. One of the things it can allow you to do is actually see a ghostly figure. That is actually a sort of a sense of Leandros' path throughout the city. So you can use Eagle Sense to track enemies. You can also use Eagle Sense to sort of pinpoint where guards are going to be, where they're going to walk to. This allows you to use more strategy in the game. This is just an example of a systemic setup that we can actually do in the game. Like, Gabe is going to kill this guy here, and he's going to place an already crafted tripwire bomb. Now, hopefully, he's going to hide in that haystack. Hopefully, the guard patrol will see the body, go there to investigate. And if everything goes well, they'll trigger the tripwire bomb, and you got a trap.
Who the hell set that off?
So this isn't scripted, it's systemic. And the bombs are actually things that add a lot of new different possibilities that you can actually do in the game. Now, you might remember in previous games, like the economy is all about money. You have too little at the beginning, too much at the end. We've actually added new elements to the economy. See caltrops, shrapnel. These elements are actually useful to craft bombs, something that we'll show you a little bit later. Now here's another one of the bombs that Ezio's already, crafted. This one is actually a strategic bomb, a sort of a tactical bomb. It's a bomb that is on a fuse and it emits noise. So what happens is you throw it, guards will hear it and go investigate the noise. This will allow Gabe to pass by the guards without, going into full combat since he's wounded. Now the assassins have placed these bomb crafting tables throughout the game world. They're unlocked, through the usage of your hidden blade. And they give you access to our crafting interface. So there's 3 different types of bombs, but you can create bombs from scratch or modify existing bombs. Gabe is going to show you creating a bomb from scratch. So you're actually, let's say you can choose an impact shell. Different types of gunpowder, which yield bigger or smaller explosions. And let's use those caltrops that we found in that chest. So we've just created a caltrop chasebreaker bomb. Now you can also modify existing bombs. You remember the tripwire bomb? Let's remove the tripwire shell and use an impact shell for something a little bit more direct, less, stealthy. And by the way, if you're wondering, all of these bombs truly existed in that time period. Bombs have been around since the 300s. This is 1511. Bombs existed, and they're as diversified and as complex as these. Now let's try to get into a situation where we can actually use that, those caltrop bombs that we just crafted.
Hold on.
There you go.
That one is very familiar.
Blessings of God on you.
So when you get in trouble, you throw that, breaks the chase.
Could it be that you are every bit as deadly as the legends say? Or am I in charge of an army of drunks swinging sticks? Right this way, Ezio. Nowhere left to run now!
Not for me, and not for you.
Kill that dog! Cut him down!
When all else fails, the direct approach is often the best.
Get the bastard!
You're just showing off, Gabe. Now, Gabe is going to heal himself with this healing table, which now gives him back all of his climbing abilities. But he can still have fun with bombs.
I am going to show you the right with a stone!
Some kind of explosion.
Remember those subjective cameras I was telling you about? This is an
I have to do everything
seamless transition between more cinematic moments and more systemic gameplay throughout the game, just to get you more into it.
Face me! What does it take to kill you, eh? Why will you not die?
Don't you ever stop howling. Requiescat in pace, bastardo.
He did try to hang him, right? So the key that Ezio picked up, not only picking up each key gets you closer and closer to actually opening up Masyaf, but the keys are actually first civilization artifacts. Think of them as the ancestors to the Adams. They record key moments in somebody's life. Altair was their, old owner. So each of these keys represents a key moment in Altair's life. So interacting with these discs will actually allow Ezio to go back and play as Altair. It's really cool because Ezio is sort of like going through this whole process where he's searching for meaning, right? Seeing
Another
Altair's
step,
life
and your mentor
will
dies.
bring him closer to understanding that.
You will not leave this place alive, traitor.
No, you misunderstand. I am no traitor. For I cannot betray those I never truly loved.
Then you are doubly wretched, for you have been living a lie.
Now Now that Templar traitor has actually got himself sealed off and killing off some assassins. One of them being Al-Mualim, the leader of the assassins and Altair's future mentor. Keep in mind, this sequence actually predates Assassin's Creed 1. Altair was a little-known assassin, only 17. So what we've done here, we created a setup very similar to what you might have seen in Assassin's Creed 1. A setup where you can analyze your target and find a clever way to reach him and assassinate him. Gabe is going to have to hurry because he's getting close to Al-Mualim.
Another traitor.
The guy you just killed is actually a character in multiplayer.
You put too much faith in the hearts of men, Altair. The Templars know the truth. Humans are weak, base, and petty.
No. Our creed is evidence to the contrary.
Perhaps I am not wise enough to understand, but I suspect the opposite. That I am too wise to believe such rubbish.
So there's 8 multiplayer characters that you can actually see in action in the single-player campaign.
You offered him a chance to salvage his dignity. Why?
No man should pass from this world without knowing some kindness.
But he shunned your graces.
As was his right.
Altair, I have watched you grow from a boy to a man in so short a time. It fills me with as much sadness as pride. You fit your father's shoes as if they had been tailored to your feet.
I did not know him well as a father. He was an assassin, above all.
You too were born into this order. Do you regret it?
How can I regret the only life I have ever known?
You may find a way in time, and it will be up to you to choose the path you prefer. Come, my boy, and ready your blade. This battle is not yet won.